A brand new exhibition is opening at the San Diego Museum of Art. Wonders of Creation, Art, Science, and Innovation in the Islamic World. Opens Saturday, September 7th to the public. And here to tell us more about this, a curator, Ladan Akbarnia. Ladan, so good to see you. Thank you for coming. So this exhibition, Wonders of Creation, tell us what people can expect.
Well, it comes from this text that was written in the 13th century called The Wonders of Creation and the Rarities of Existence. And the text was a cosmography, which was this description of the world. And it has every imaginable topic that you could think of in it. And as a result, it was a really perfect way to show the whole array of Islamic material culture that exists. So you'll see lots of things, metalwork, you'll see paintings, you'll see manuscripts, and contemporary art as well.
I love these images that we're seeing here. I mean, such a variety. And this went through centuries, right? Tell us, kind of take us back. When were some of these created?
So I think we have pieces that go back as far as early as the 8th century.
Wow.
And go up until the present day.
Okay.
So and from West Africa to Spain to even we have a work from Japan, Iran, Central Asia, South Asia, and Malaysia. So there's a huge spectrum of geography covered and over 13 centuries.
Amazing. So you mentioned the lens of wonder. Describe, how do you hope people come and view all of this?
Well, the author, Qazvini, wrote this text after surviving 2 Mongol invasions, and it's like he wanted to bring some sort of order into this book, like to bring the universe into a book. And he asked the reader to look at the world like through this lens of wonder, and all of it for him is a very spiritual thing. It's all under this hierarchy of his belief in God. But through wonder, you can see even the most ordinary things as extraordinary. And I think of it as the way our children look at the world. And in fact, the way my children look at art was an inspiration for how I framed the exhibition.
Oh, because when younger kids are going through seeing art for the first time, I mean, how do they look at it? What did you notice with your kids?
I remember being pregnant with my son, Luca, when I was pregnant with Mila, and he would just look at something that was at his level and say, "What's that? What's this?" And we would talk about it. And so they almost ask you to look at the same thing again. So it might be, we have an incense burner that's in the shape of a cat, and but then you see that it's actually made for burning incense, and that was also used in medicine. So just the process of it, to sort of pause and contemplate things, allows us to see the world through fresh eyes, and I think that contributes to understanding each other and our shared heritage.
And I love that you've dedicated your career to this form of art. Tell us about that. What drew you in? Why was this your passion?
Well, I'm Iranian originally, and I'm the child of immigrants. And I think it was just a way to connect with my own background. And then I realized that through the field that there were so many other cultures as well to study. So I love the fact that there is this sort of blurring of boundaries across time and space. And so I love exploring that.
Amazing. And people can come Saturday, a week from Saturday, correct?
Yes.
It's open to the public then. And okay, that's great. So it'll be open at Balboa Park, San Diego Museum of Art. And how did you even decide? I mean, it took you a while, right, to choose what was going to be in this exhibition?
Well, it's all part of this edition. We were asked to propose a project for through the PST, the Getty's PST Art Initiative, which happens every 5 years now, and it brings together 70 exhibitions across the region that are joined by a theme, and the theme was the intersections of science and art. So that was one impetus, but I just worked with collections I've worked with in the past. We have over 30 lenders, over 200 objects, and it's a process.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for sharing this with us. I know we could talk about it for a while. It will be available there for 4 months for you to view, so limited time. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right.